What's going on, guys, and welcome to Rabbit's Used Cars. You know, if any of you guys know me, you know I love C-10 trucks. And I want to tell you something. I got a new crush right here. It's a little orange 64 C-10, and I'll get to that here in a little bit, you know, but I started thinking about it. This is probably the 100th C-10 I've owned. And I started going through all the fun ones over the years, and even some you guys seen. Of course, Dime Piece, my 1972 GMC big block truck. Of course, we had Loaf Bread, you know, my little 87 square body. And then Red Hot, you know, my Amazon $4,000 custom truck, the little OBS truck, which is now for sale in Georgia, which is nuts. That truck's gonna pop back up for sale. Had Pretty Penny, my little copper 68 truck that I owned twice. And of course, I had Hound Dog, you know, my Elvis truck. You know, Blackjack, my 65. Black Top, the 62 truck. And I mean, there's so many of them. They start just funneling in, you know. And I love these trucks. They're extremely popular. Everybody knows that. And I think the truck thing, why they're so popular, is at first your trucks were the cheaper way to get into hot rods, and now they've become the expensive way to get into hot rods. Now you have your patina trucks, and you know, like we were talking about with the 64 Bel Air and things like that, you know, patina stuff. But then you got those just nice, slick, quality trucks. That's the ones that really I like my 72 GMC. Those trucks, I mean, that have been frame off restored and restored like, you know, Corvettes and muscle cars and Mustangs, desirable vehicles. Usually trucks were just kind of throwing together hot rods, you know, kind of like, you know, the old 500 horsepower barn find truck and things like that, you know, where, you know, they were crude, rude, you know, just kind of fast, and they were a toy. This is more, I guess, civilized. And that's the best way to describe this truck. I love the look we went with on this. This truck was a damn near perfect frame off restored, original factory V8 64 C-10 truck that was bought new right here in South Carolina. It's a really cool truck, you know, I mean, it's 516 orange, over white. When I got it, it had a set of truck rallies on it, like every grandpa puts on his pickup truck. Of course, it's factory height. This one, in the business, we like to call this a stop, drop, and roll. Basically, pull in the shop, put a lowering kit on it, throw a set of wheels, roll it out the door. And that's all this truck really needed. I mean, the truck, you know, wasn't good bones. It's just good stuff, period. This is a good truck. You know, the first gen C-10s are going nuts still. Although the 68 through 72s have seemed to calm down a little bit, these trucks are still going crazy right now, and the square body's right there with them. But anybody could throw a set of mags on one, and I love solid wheels. You know, I had them on my 56, the Ragdoll, and I love that look. You know, I mean, I think a set of mags would take away from this truck because it's more of a base truck. You know, it didn't have the trim down the side and whatnot. It wasn't a custom cab. So I think, you know, a big set of chrome wheels or even like a polished wheel, I think would take away from this truck. You know, it had the white grill, of course, it's got chrome bumpers, which probably started life with white bumpers if I had to guess. But I think it would be too much. You know what I mean? Kind of like putting a $500 saddle on a $50 horse. You don't want that. You don't want too blingy. These are actually 22-inch transport wheels. Come on like the new Denali's and Escalades when they come in on transport. And I know some guys call them transit wheels. We did a set of clips on them. We did the factory first gen 64 through 6 dog dish caps on them, which ironically have the same color, orange inside the center cap, so everything kind of matches together. So I like the white because it brings the grill on the top end with this orange, but then you got that little bit of bling in the center that pulls the bumpers out, and it all just flows. It just works. As soon as this truck hit the ground, literally off the stands, I knew we knocked a home run with it. And in fact, I already got 2 people already arguing over this thing, and we ain't even listed it online yet. It's a great truck. Like I said, that's the difference between like the patina trucks. Some of this took a lot of time. This truck's been worked. It's been blocked. You know, it's been frame off. All the bushings, the bottom looks like the top. That's where your money is spent. You know, there's nothing wrong with the patina stuff, and there's nothing wrong with the rough around the edges and stuff, and that's fun. This is a whole nother ball game. And the cool thing about this truck is it's not crazy low. We didn't go nuts with it. We didn't throw a bunch of air ride on it or any of that stuff. And you can easily do it. You can add that. But we kept it simple. You know, it's got a nice little small block in it. It's literally operating room clean under the hood. And it's just sterile, just that clean, clean vibe going all the way through it, even on the inside. These trucks, something was really cool with these trucks, is these trucks were actually two-tone inside. The inside was never the same color as the outside. So this truck's kind of a pewter color on the inside. So it's really neat when you open the doors and the inside of the cab, the A-pillars, the back of the cab and the headliner, which is metal, and the inside the doors are all this pewter color. And that's the way this truck probably came originally. And of course, all the gauges have all been redone and it's all original. I'll tell you another little throwback. It's a 3-speed. And, a lot of guys over the years, because those old shifters, if you get excited and try to fly shift it, they would actually get hung up. So they put floor shifters in them. And that eliminated that problem. Well, you cut a big hole in the floor. This truck's never been done. She's still a 3-speed on the column or a 3 on the tree. Actually, when I bought this truck, I drove it home and I had to think in my head, because it's probably been 15 years since I drove a truck that was 3-speed on the column. And I had to think about it, reverse, first, second, third, got it. I had to put it in my head, I drove them. And I'll be honest with you, you drive a manual, you can drive this, but it's a little bit different. I kind of like it because it's a bit of an old school vibe with it. It's kind of fun to drive something a little different, and definitely keep some millennials out of it, but it's definitely a lot of fun. I'll tell you something else that makes this truck cool. And I know what you're thinking. Rob, they make repop owner's manuals. This isn't an owner's manual. This is actually the warranty protection plan for this truck when it was bought new. And I tell you, it's got all the little coupons where your battery vouchers and your oil change vouchers and things of that nature. But the thing that's really, really cool is all the mileages are written in it, where he did oil changes and services on it and did belts. But this was the coolest thing ever. It's Mr. Earl Jarrett on Route 5 in Anderson, South Carolina. Now keep in mind, his address is Route 5. So this shows you back in the day how rural Anderson was. And Anderson's a pretty big town. So Route 5, that's it, in Anderson, South Carolina. Mr. Jarrett bought this truck right here, September 10th. 1964 at Black Chevrolet in Walterboro, South Carolina. Sold by Mr. John J. Black at Black Chevrolet Oldsmobile in Walterboro on Jeffries Boulevard. That's cool. That's history right there. This truck's been in South Carolina all its life riding around. And like I said, this thing is literally straighter than a stripper pole and cleaner than a preacher's suit. This truck has seen a lot of stuff. You got to think about it. The things this truck has seen and survived. And I understand it's been restored, but still, to even be restorable, that's saying something. I don't know. There's just something about clean and simple. Hard to beat. Guys, we'll catch you next time at Rabbit's Used Cars. Fucking need my shades on. When you go to eat Chinese food, you want a little grit. You want a little funk in it. That's what makes it good. Like you see her, and she's got like the skirt that goes all the way past her knee and all that stuff, but she puts out. You don't talk. She's silent. Bless her heart, she's mute. Jesus, will you marry me? If Donny Osmond was a truck, this is what it would be like. Just squeaky clean. Google it, kids. I know you don't know who he is. Well, this is the thing, and I will say this, and I'm not a...
Am I supposed to be in it?
What fat Elvis did you get those sunglasses from?
Kid. You think she's got nice calves? I got better calves than that.
Let's see.
Let's see that.
Ain't no play in my check it out.
Look at those chicken legs.
What are you talking about? That's sexy. You see, I got a theme going, if you notice. See, you got the black that matches this with the gray. You like that. You know what I'm saying. I was the classy kid in the trailer park.
Hey guys, like what you see? Be sure to hit like and subscribe.
Because she's orange and she's killer.